When you hear what I've got to say, I'm sure you won't be able to turn your head away.
Alright, we back with another episode of The Concrete, episode 56. Here with my man Killer Kev,
yes,
aka Tukkay, you feel me?
Sure.
My fault. So if I ain't introduce you well enough, let the people know who you are, where you from, what you do.
Tukkay from Chester, PA. Got a new project coming out. I ain't been dropping in a while, but I'm back and I ain't stopping.
Okay. So I always like to start like with a little icebreaker, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You a rapper. I feel like you more so an artist. Like you ain't just like you got a little something to you. So I want to know like what your interest is as far as rapping and like who you think your top 5 albums are. Like who you think they coming from?
Alright, so my top 5 albums. My favorite album of all time is Lauryn Hill, Miseducation.
You can't go wrong with that.
Favorite album.
You can't go wrong with
second, my first favorite rapper when I was a young boy was Lloyd Banks. So I say Hunger for More.
That album was crazy. I can't knock
What else
it.
was out around that time?
Man, your top 5 might be crazy though.
I'll say Kiss of Death, Jada Kiss.
Yeah.
What's that, 3? Thriller.
Okay.
I listen to all type of music though, bro.
Okay.
I listen to rock, country. I really listen to everything.
Okay, but
a lot of R&B.
I can understand that because you got to be like well educated in all type of music for real.
Now
So,
we saying favorite album or favorite rap album?
nah, favorite album. That's why I wanted to know. Like, you feel me? Like the hardest niggas listen to R&B and love music. You feel me?
That's a fact.
So as far as where you from, man, like how was it growing up in Chester, man?
Well, it's treacherous. I grew up in the crib. My mom got 9 kids. I'm number 7, lucky number 7.
Okay.
Struggles, bro. Did what we can to make it happen.
Okay.
That's my superhero, my mom, for sure.
Right, so you would say that's the person that inspired you to be who you are, kind of, because, like,
Absolutely.
One thing I know about you, like, I seen you growing up, you feel me? Like, you was one of those bulls, like, you could rap, but you always made sure you was grinding in some way, like, working, like...
I always had a job.
Always had a job, you feel me? So, like...
Probably never a time I was without a job.
Listen, and I was that same bull, so
For
I
sure.
always respected that, you feel me? And just like you said, it's probably your mom that's your biggest influence as far as that, right?
For sure.
Right.
But then the streets played,
Right.
It's trapping too. I don't do it no more.
Right. It happens though.
But
Where we from?
from-
Like, it's kind of like I don't want to say expected, but like
It's
you
just
gotta respect.
natural.
Yeah, you gotta respect anybody that's trying to get their family out of a treacherous situation, or at least help. Like some dudes be out here and not
Some
even
kind of
just,
way.
don't even be helping. You feel me?
Mhm.
So like, just like we said, growing up in Chester, you grew up in SunVillage, man. Like, y'all had a lot of artists around there. But what made you really like really start rapping though? Like, cause I don't really remember. Like, I just remember one day, like,
I was just popped on the
yeah,
scene.
you just
I
popped
wasn't
up.
with the older generation,
and it's
but
crazy.
I just
And it's-
somewhere along the line.
Right, and it's crazy because my man Thrush, you feel me? He always used to like put me on to different city rappers. Like he was YouTubed out, but he was like, "Yo, my man Killer Kev, nice from the Ville." I'm like, "Who Killer Kev?" Listen, when he explained who it was, what you used to work at Tom Jones, bro.
I did. That was my
listen,
first job.
and that's when he was like, "Killer Kev from Tom Jones." I'm like, "He
my
rap?"
first job for sure.
I'm like, "He rap?" And he like, "Yeah, he nice." Then he started like letting me know playing shit. I'm like, "Damn, he is nice though."
Yeah.
So like how did that feel though? Like, you feel me? Just like you said, it's a lot of rappers around there, and then you just pop up out of nowhere.
Way back, I would say I'm a little young boy, probably 9, 10. I lived on White Street in the Ville. On Brown Street, it was a rapper named Mr. Nicholas. and he rapped with the dude .com, and they had a song that was on the radio. It was Yeah I Mean. I don't know if you know this.
I know the song, bro. But I don't know who made it.
Like, remember over town they had the Yeah I Mean shirts and shit like that?
Yeah.
I think that's their whole movement.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I never even knew that. You put me on the song.
Yeah, so I was young, and then I think that kind of made me realize, like, damn, like, niggas really around is making music. I thought you had to be rich and have a big studio.
Right.
And shit like that. When you hear shit on the radio, you think, damn, these...
Especially being where we from, like, we expecting that.
Right.
So, like, what was your first song name and why? Like, I feel like any music artist, their first song name be corny. It have a corny way they named it. I just want to hear how it went.
It's bad, bro. So, not even in that way. Shout out to Novell Heights. That was the first song I ever recorded. It was the diss to him.
Oh, that's great. Listen.
Yeah, that's my dog now, though. Like, I was 16, bro. So
listen,
dumb
bro.
Bullshit.
He was like, I understand.
Yeah.
Like, you get what I'm saying? Just like you saying, like, you might have needed that to get in the game because doing that at the time was like unheard of.
Facts. And we battled, and then everybody was saying he won.
Made you even madder.
So the joint, I went home and wrote some more shit. I thought I was going to try to battle him again, but it didn't happen. So the shit that I wrote to battle him again, I went and recorded it and put it out. That was just like
That's tough though. Like. Yeah. Like, to even jump out there, like, you feel me? And even, like, because at that time, just like you said, you just started rapping, and he been rapping for a while. Everybody,
he was him already.
Yeah, he was him. So, like, I definitely feel that. But your first tape, what was your first tape called?
The first tape was SunVillage. That's 09. What happened back then? I think I went to boot camp or something.
Oh, you got boot camp.
Yeah, that joint ain't really, like, getting no real traction, but the hood was banging it.
Oh, okay.
You know, like the east side of the city.
Yeah.
It was just like, who this new little young boy? I was 16.
Right.
But yeah, that's a classic joint right there. I think it's on SoundCloud.
Okay.
Type in Killer Kev SunVillage.
Okay, who did you have on there? Like,
it was just me and the guys, bro. Me, Ye, my man Block. Damn, who else was on that joint? I don't think it was nobody else on there, bro. It was just us, young boys. Broadway Bricks had the studio on 18th Street.
Classic.
Yeah, I wound up getting cool with Ryder. I don't even think I even met Nev at the time. But,
that's crazy.
Yeah, but that was another one of the inspirations though too. When I lived in Texas for 2 years, 8th grade, came back, and now I'm in the 9th grade. I came back and in the locker room at the high, it was a little CD with the East Side Mafia. It was the East Side Mafia CD. So I'm like, oh shit, who this nigga? Then I met Ye a little bit after that, and he like, that's my cousin. That's my cuz. I'm like, oh shit. So I remember my first time meeting Nev. I went to rap for him and shit. Niggas introduced me to him. I rapped. He was like, that shit was cool. Nigga said, can you freestyle? I was like, nah, I don't freestyle. Mind you, at the time, bro, I probably got 2-3 raps. I don't got a lot of raps at the time.
That's crazy for you to say. I feel like, because I feel like anybody think like, nah, you probably had stuff in the tuck. You told him, no,
I didn't. I was like, you know how I freestyle? I said, nah, I don't, bro. He was like, all right, when you learn how I freestyle, we could do a track.
Wow, that's tough though.
Nana's really my dog. We got tapes together.
That's thorough though. That's thorough. Yeah. So just like we talking about that, how everything came together. So like, how did Touch ENT start, man? Like, cause I feel like y'all had a great movement at one point, and it was unexpected. Like, and I fool with all the moving pieces y'all had. Like, y'all had people to do everything. So how did that start?
So I think at the time, I can't even remember if Nev was with us. No, we went and got Nev. So me and Ye been rapping together since Bucks, or whatever. So when I first started rapping and shit, like, me and Ye was together, and my other man Block, he don't rap no more, but he was fire. He was nice. Okay. Killer just pulled us to the side one day. You know, he ain't really no old head, a couple years older than me.
Nah, he an old head for real.
Yeah,
like,
old soul.
He always got the game.
Old soul, nigga. Nah, he pulled us to the side and was like, yo, y'all niggas nice. Like, niggas got hair, y'all. We could, start this movement. And my man Maddox was with him, a CEO Pete. And we just hit the ground running. Yeah, that was rapping over DJ Ray beats. Our little thing was rapping on party beats, but it's hard shit. Right. Like, it wasn't shake that ass. It was literally shoot that strap.
Right. I feel like for our city, like that's what we do. Like we can make some party shit sound like, you know what I'm saying? Like it can be understood different ways type thing. So I feel like we always got that. So like, just like I said, y'all had a lot of moving pieces and stuff like that. What was y'all like first take y'all came together and did?
We ain't do crazy. We ain't never do like a compilation of Touch ENT because we really was individual rappers.
Yeah, I peeped that.
Like under the umbrella of Touch ENT. So people will call us a group because when we popped up, we together.
Yeah.
Feel me? We go do Yes God, we rapping together. We did songs together all the time.
Right. But
we ain't like every song we all on it type John. You feel me? So I think the first thing we did was probably what was first? Phenomenal 1. That was my second mixtape.
Okay. Yeah,
Phenomenal 1. After that, I can't remember the order, but Ye dropped what's that? Was it Ye Weather or Upper Class? Ye dropped Upper Class, Nev dropped NASTY. Now mind you, we all on songs on all of these joints. That's why it was such a movement within the city. Mal dropped Unfinished Business,
Right. So like, I like to ask this too, man. Like a lot of people don't know, like it's easy to get in a booth and like make music and you feel me, but it's different when you get in front of those people. So tell me about your first live performance. How did that feel somewhere? Like it don't matter where it was at.
See, this crazy because we was talking about. I'm like, bro, how many drones you think we did? And like probably like 10 to 20. I'm like, bro, I probably remember 5. Like I don't. That shit was a while back. But my first one that I could remember was probably the Kia Graves joint.
Okay.
I was nervous than a motherfucker, bro. Jitters, butterflies, all that. It was a joint, but you know, the more you keep doing it, perfect it.
Right.
You know, it becomes easier and easier. Yeah.
So, like, I know with this rapping thing, like, I feel like I could be wrong, but I feel like at some point, like, people not only in our city paid attention to you, but also like outside the city they was paying attention to you. So like, had anybody ever hit you up like as far as music to work with you outside the city? Like,
yeah, not nobody that was like, you know, big or nothing like that.
Yeah, it don't matter.
You know,
I just feel like that's
I was doing
good,
features with Delaware dudes, a couple Philly dudes. Tracks all over the place for real.
Okay, I feel like that's good because sometimes being from the city, you know how it is. Like, I feel like we always stronger if we work together. But that's if you can get the outside of the city to fool with your music, I feel like the rest of the city just gonna follow through. Even though that's some weird shit. That since the beginning. That's some weird shit, but
it's weird, but it's real.
It's real. Yeah.
It's really how it go.
Right.
Sometimes you gotta leave out the city, get some traction, bring it back.
Right.
Everybody see it, they like, oh shit, these niggas moving with this.
Right.
I mean, it's bad, but it's not. It's just like reality.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah, you just gotta be a realist with it. So this tape, man, like what it's gonna be called? You got a name yet? Like what you?
Yeah, it's a 9-track EP joint. It's called Through It All. I don't know, bro. Like, you know, like I ain't dropped in 3 years, bro.
Right.
I moved to Atlanta, you know, life and shit. I'm trying to get it together.
Right.
But yeah, and I was trying to perfect like my melodic style.
Okay.
So if you hear it, I should have been sent you this joint. But yeah, when you hear it, it's like I got this one song, Potential. Niggas hear that and be like, "This you?" I mean, Quan Knox was just here doing some behind the scenes. He like, "This you?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he was like, "That's crazy." Send it to a couple people. It's just different, bro. Different.
That's good.
In a good way though. Not on no like way outside the box type shit.
Right. Yeah. So you feel like with this tape, like, just like I said, we spoke about it, but I feel like you kind of reintroducing yourself, just like you said, you got you on some melodic stuff. So like,
still got bars.
Yeah, you always gonna have bars, but I feel like you probably found another way to like,
bro,
give it to the people.
Yeah, you know that's what's clicking. And for real, bro, I listen to way more R&B than I listen to rap. So it's just like,
I feel like
I
most
think
people like
trying to perfect the sound. I was making little little reference tracks and shit like that. Okay. Like real live, y'all will never hear that shit, but really singing. Like it ain't good, but
just trying some
shit.
You
throw some auto tune on that motherfucker. Right. It sound like something. Right. But yeah, it's a lot of when you hear it, bro, it's that for real. So, of that ilk.
So when you in the studio, man, what's 3 things you need that's a must when you in the studio? Like, it don't matter what it is. Like,
shit, keep it real. I don't smoke weed. When I did this last tape, I was on the Milagro, bro. That's a killer. And I recorded it myself, sent it to my engineer.
Okay.
He did his damn thing on that.
Okay. So you need some lick. That's
so
what
that. What else? Water.
Okay.
And the beat. That's it.
Simple, man. Like, I feel that. That's simple.
Mm-hmm.
So when you come into the studio, like, I know some people, just like you said, you learn how to freestyle. Like it was kind of early that you learned how to freestyle, but at the same time, like now, when you come to the studio, do you like write or
I write? Yeah.
Or do you?
I write when I got joints where, like, you know, I'm about to say it ain't, but I got joints where I have it half written type joint, or I have just the hook, then get to the studio and punch it, something like that, or have half of the verse, and you know, like of course, like if I got a song and it's melodic, it's usually written.
Okay,
it's usually written.
So like on this tape, you got any features? Like anybody on it? It's
no
just
features.
you?
Nope.
Oh, all right.
Just me. Not even the guys, but I ain't stopping. You see, I'm here now. The tape done. I'm at the studio now. I ain't stopping. I'm gonna keep on dropping.
I feel like that's good anyway.
Yeah,
you're
a
trying
couple
to reintroduce
features
yourself
on this next one.
Yeah, that makes sense. So like, as far as the music and everything, like outside of the music, how do you stay focused? Like, cause just like you saying, like you doing a lot. You went to Atlanta, tried to like get yourself together. Like it's a lot. What other things do you do outside of music to stay like? I don't want to stay like focused on music, but to do other stuff to keep your mind
keep
off
the motivation. Shit. Listen to my guys. I got my daughter, my world.
That's always
She's definitely my motivation.
Right.
Shit. That's about it. That's all I can really, my motivation. That's how far that go. For real.
All right. So like, we talked about a lot of good stuff. Like, tell me about a time though, like, with this music thing. I know it's crazy, especially for a person like you, been rapping for so long. Like, you had your highs, you had your lows with it. But like, tell me about a time you was just like, yo, this shit might not even be it. Like,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That shit happen often. That's probably why, like, I got 12 mixtapes and my name ain't big. You feel me?
Right.
Like, it's definitely with some consistency there, but it'll be times I'm like pushing it. I'm like, the numbers ain't adding up.
Yeah, you ain't saying what
the
you
algorithm ain't doing what it's supposed to do. Just a bunch of shit going on for real. But I would say probably moving to Atlanta. That joint was hard, bro. I thought, I come there with a plan. I'm like, get a job first, of course. I had a job before I moved down there. Boom, that's to keep the motherfucking money rolling in. Plan on networking, moving around. Now, I did what I did, but it was like, if I had my team, my guys was there with me.
Right.
Like, my guys were never going to stop supporting me.
Right.
But, they just not there with me every day, you feel me, to do all the running around and shit. But, yeah, that probably was this is the only time I went 3 years without dropping, bro. That was a long, you feel me, real live restart.
Right. All right, well, man, just keep it up, though. Like, you
I
feel
ain't stopping, bro.
You talking about you got 12 tapes in the tuck, you feel me?
Yeah. No, not in the tuck. Them Jones out. I'm talking about
all
the past.
All right. You talking about in the past. You talking about you just got music in the tuck, you ain't drop. Okay.
I got a lot of that, too, but it ain't 12 tapes.
Okay. So, like, just like I said, when is the time you wanted to give up? Tell me about a time you was the most confident, though, because, like, just like you said, like, it would have been better to have your guys in certain situations. So I'm guessing like the time you was most confident maybe it was like on the touch ENT thing, because
had to be,
because like that probably put a battery in your back, like we doing something, a movement.
Either that or now.
Okay. Because
I'm on green light right now. Like,
okay.
I'm running around and making sure everything is in order for this tape. I'm saying I ain't got no definite date, but it's May, probably the last week of May this month. Wait for all this other shit to drop.
Right. So did you, with this tape right here, did you like work with any different producers or like who did you? How did you go about you finding your beats and all stuff?
It's crazy because I heard this one dude, his name Young Health. I think he's from UK, somewhere in Europe. But I found him on Instagram. I'm like, bro, your shit is really hard. Linked, I locked in with him, exchanged numbers. He sent me a pack. I ran that joint. Yeah, a lot of like local producers. I ain't really got none on this one. On this one that's coming out, but you know I'm always open to work, man.
Right.
Hit me up, JUSTTUKAYY on the gram.
Right. Definitely
got
hit
beats,
him up. Send him that 5, man.
For sure, that's what I
Send
mean.
him that 5. So, like with this tape, what type of things you wanna like? Just like I said, you reintroducing the people to yourself. But like, what type of things you want to let the people know? Like, as far as like, you gonna put it in the music, but like, what do you want to like? How can I put it?
Overall,
like, do you want to like let them know? Because I feel like back then you was one of the top rappers in the city, but I feel like now it's a different time. But I feel like you still could let the people know, like on some of this music, like yo, I ain't really go nowhere for real. Like I'm still
bigger,
sharp.
Yeah, for sure. It's bigger than the city, bro. I'm trying to be heard. Like I want this joint to go. You feel me?
Right.
And you know, like it's a process. All of it. You feel me? That's why, like I said, I'm hitting with another one after this and another one after that. You gonna see? I ain't really playing with it. But I think what I want to get across on this one right here is show my versatility.
Okay.
Let them know that. Like, it ain't just hard rap, shoot 'em up bars, you feel me? I can do that. I've been proved that I could do that.
Right.
And for real, that's what they expect from me because I've been doing that so long. But it's different vibes on this. I got some joints for the ladies. I got party joints. I've been doing those. But, yeah, this joint is it for sure.
That's what's up. So as far as visuals, like what type of visuals? You said you're gonna do like the behind the scenes. I'm guessing vlog in the studio type vibe, but like
a lot of content drops. But overall, we was just talking about this last night. We putting together a video for the song Potential I got. It's like real melodic, slow joint for the ladies. Basically, so that I did a mic drop yesterday. Look for that. It should be out by the time this drop.
Okay, who you do that with? Who you do a mic drop with?
Street Preaching. I think he from out here in Wilmington, whatever.
Right.
But yeah. Yeah,
Make
he
sure
fired
I look
though.
out for that, John.
Yeah, he fired though. His visuals fire, bro.
Okay.
Music videos, through it all, will be another joint I drop from that, and that's all we discussed. But you know, we be real sporadic. Like we'll talk about something, put it together the next day, and then the video will be the day after that. Like,
okay. So there ain't really no time, like no dates on everything as far as the videos.
not set, but they coming for sure.
Okay, as long as the tape coming, that's what we worried about.
That's a guarantee.
So
I guarantee it.
So, like, what's next though? Like, just like you saying, you got this tape right here, but I know, just like you said, you back in that mode. So, like, what you trying to do as far as like maybe creating something outside of music to promote with the music? Like, you got merch coming, you got like some type of events coming, stuff like that.
No, not no event set right now, but merch for sure. Look for that Sinai. That's already out. We just trying, get that joint through the roof.
Right.
Wish I had it on right now. Some other shit, but yeah, the merch for sure. Oh yeah,
college tours.
Yeah. We talked about that. But yeah, that'll be another joint right there.
Yeah, I feel like that definitely gotta come back. At one point, that was the wave.
It
like
really
if you can get
was.
on the college tour, you can you can bubble for real.
For sure. All you gotta do is know one person at that joint that's plugged, whatever.
Right.
Sure.
So we talked about a lot of stuff. You feel me? Like, and I know it's a lot of people that like gonna be tuned in. Just like I said, I'm tuned in. When I heard you got a tape coming, I'm like, oh, all right. You feel me? It's been a long time coming. And me hearing that just brought me back to when I first heard about you type joint.
Facts. And now is the time. Shout out to everybody that's in the city going hard, like dropping, because we need that. Like we gotta motivate the people.
Definitely. At a time like this,
it's
definitely.
treacherous. Crows are closing down, like shit
Crazy.
like that. Like
don't even make sense.
Yeah, that shit ain't there, bro.
Don't even make sense. Yeah. So for all the kids and stuff like that want, like, you feel me? They might not know your journey, but they gonna know about you a little bit more from here. But like, they ain't see it how I seen it. Like, what would you let them know if they want, like, you feel me? Rap like you, spit like you, man.
Oh man, the cliche answer: you just gotta stay motivated. You gotta stay consistent, because consistency is gonna get you heard. It's gonna get you where you want. Like, we know people that's not the best at what they do, but that hard work pay off.
Right.
It make a difference. It make the whole difference for real.
All the time it do.
Yeah, for sure. You just really gotta find ways to stay motivated, like, cause where we from, bro, it get crazy.
Yeah, ridiculous though.
It get crazy, a lot going on, bro.
Right. So, like, you, like, let the people again know, like, when the tape dropping, you feel me? Promote what you need to promote. Like, let them know.
Look out for this tape, man. Through It All, coming to the final week of May.
Okay.
Shit, man. Just look out for me, bro. I'm coming, bro.
I feel that.
Fact.
Look out for it. Let the people know where they can find you at, though, yeah? Like
yeah,
Instagram.
I'm on the gram, just Tukkay, JUSTTUKAYY. That's all of those. This tape will be on all streaming platforms. I got a lot of music on SoundCloud. You can go listen to it if you ain't never heard me. YouTube. I used to go by the name of Killer Kev. So a lot of the old shit is still under that name. Okay. But yeah, man.
We ain't even get into that. Wait, hold up. I can't even. Like, yeah. So, like, why you changed your name from Killer Kev to Tukkay? Where'd that come from?
Because, bro, I got the name Killer Kev when I was little, bro.
Yeah.
So that, and it sounds like a kid name, like not kitty, but it's just like a little corny.
Okay.
Like, I guess I made it not corny, but when you search Killer Kev on YouTube, marching bands was popping up, and it was like a producer named Killer Kev. I think it was an African dude or something like that, and it was just, making things, you feel me?
Okay.
That's part of it, and then another part of it was me, like, rebirthing my style and, like, starting to do melodic raps, you feel me? Mm-hmm. And and Killer Kev, that's 2Ks, my name 2K.
Okay.
It ain't really too far-fetched.
Okay. Yeah. My fault, y'all. I had to get that off of me, you feel me? I was tripping early. So, this is episode 56 of The Concrete. With my man Tukkay.
Yes, sir.
Look out for that new tape, you feel me? Look out for everything he about to do. It's about to drop. It's about to be special, man.
For sure.
Keep tuning in. Love y'all.